Hi guys, Stow the Skater here. I'm in my garage and today I'm going to show you how I customized my Wenger Classic 14. Alright, the first step is you get your Classic 14 and you don't like the color of the scales. So it's really cool. On these things you can just pop the scales right off. So I'm going to take my already done Wenger 14 and I already took out the tweezers and the toothpick, and you can just kind of go in there with the screwdriver like that and just wiggle it around a bit, and then just be kind of gentle, bam, and the scales pop right off. Alright, do that on both sides and then we'll come back. Alright, now we got the scales off and you have here just the knife and the frame. You can put this aside, we won't be needing this anymore till the end. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to sand everything that we want painted. Especially sand the sides of it and in here. This is the most annoying part right there in the corners. But make sure you get that sanded really well so that the colors stay. Also, we're going to sand just around the edges here because we're going to paint that as well. As you can see on my already done one, I didn't do that here, and you can see the red shining out from underneath. So we're going to try to correct that on the next one. Alright, I'll sand these down and then we'll see us again. Alright, I sanded the first scale and I just used some 180 grit sandpaper, and then I followed it up with some 1000 grit sandpaper. But after the 1000 grit it seems a little bit too smooth, so I'm going to go over it with the 180 again just so I can get some more texture on it so you have enhanced grip afterwards. So I'll do the 180 on this scale again, and on this one you can see the difference. This one is sanded, this one is not. This one has the shiny finish on it and this one is kind of matte. So I'll sand these two and then I'll get to you before we spray them. Alright, got done sanding the two scales, and to sand them I just used a sanding machine, like a sander, electric sander, and put them flat on top to get the flat portion of them sanded. And then to get the sides I just did that by hand. And for the bottom part I just laid them on the 1000 grit sandpaper and rubbed them around. And you don't want to get too much off of that lip there because that's gonna be the fit of it on the knife afterwards. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some tape over these two engravements for the toothpick and for the tweezers so we don't get paint in there. And going to cover up the holes too, just so the outlines are sprayable. Then we're going to go out and shoot some paint on these and see how it comes out. Alright, here's the paint that I'm going to be using. This is just regular aerosol spray paint. It's labeled in German because I'm in Switzerland. Just flat black. And for those of you who want to know what my other knife's coated in, it's this one here, Rust-Oleum. This is actually from the US, so if you want to pick it up, I'm probably sure you can find it at Walmart or something like that, or Lowe's or something like that. So yeah, those are the two spray paints that I have either used or am going to use. Alright, the scales are painted. I hit them with flat black, and then I also threw on a coat of flat clear paint, so the black would be kind of protected as well. You can see where we put tape for the stubs and also for the toothpick so that that wouldn't get shot. So yeah, now we only have to put it back together. It's as simple as just putting it on and pushing till you hear the click. And there you go. You now have more or less new Wenger Classic 14 with matte black scales. As you can see, it came out pretty good. The only thing is I got a scratch down here at the bottom, but I could sand that out and spray it again, and it's not really that noticeable. It's just here with the lighting and the camera that it looks so white right there. But yeah, I'm really happy how it came out. Looks pretty neat. Nice flat black. And this time we really got all of it. No red shining through. That just looks sexy. That flat black and the shiny blade. Just one more thing to remember when you're sanding it, and you're sanding it by hand, try just doing long strokes over the whole thing. Don't go horizontally, if you will, because or at least if you do, just do all the same. Because if you don't, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but you can actually kind of see how I sanded it. There's like tiny scratches, and if you do it all in the same direction, it looks like it's just part of the finish, and it also gives you like almost a wood-like texture on it. And if you just go crazy and do some of it like that and some of it like that, then it won't look as nice. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.